Hello and welcome to Don't Bury the Lead. We recap WWE SmackDown every Saturday night, but tonight is a extremely special night as we're recapping Saturday night's main event. My name's Jonathan Dell. I'm joined by Dom Scarcella. Dom, why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself?
John, can you see me? I can barely see you. And with that said, John, don't bury the lead. What's our top story? What made this Saturday night's main event so special and singular for December 13th, 2025?
Dom, we don't ever bury the lead. And this might be the easiest lead ever. We got John Cena's retirement match against Gunther. And Gunther forces John Cena to tap out. And Gunther beats John Cena in his retirement match. The crowd is stunned. There are adults crying. There are children crying. There are people booing Triple H. It was
Yes.
very interesting. Dom, what did you think about this final match for John Cena?
Uh, for for weeks and weeks, I've been joking that the tournament to decide his last opponent was the Who Wants to Lose to John Cena Unless It's Gunter tournament.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it played out that way. Gunter was there to really end the Cena story and have Cena go out like so many other wrestlers have. You put over one of the top up and coming talents on your way out. And you are there. Great, fantastic. Getting chats in already.
New environment, John. I cried.
So, John, did you cry like some of the people in the audience
No.
when Gunter did? You did not. This match goes 23 and a half minutes.
I went, yes.
Yeah, the WWE learned their lesson from the Goldberg fiasco with Goldberg's final match, where they were up against the broadcast hard out. Uh, this match ran past 10 p.m., which
Mhm.
would not have made the broadcast unless they gave it buffer time, which NBC rarely does for things like this. So
Mhm.
having this only on Peacock, I wonder if Peacock did fantastic numbers for this, because it was almost a premium live event atmosphere for something that's supposed to be kind of like a Raw or SmackDown with a little extra glitz.
Yeah, I don't think anyone that's a wrestling fan missed this. So I think fantastic numbers. Like I would skip SummerSlam over this, right?
I mean,
Um
first of all, this was only 2 hours and not 2 days.
yeah, that was helpful.
That was
Um
helpful.
we got
This was
another
a
one.
lot of fun. I mean, the Gunter match, Gunter really played a wonderful heel,
Yeah.
and people hated him right away.
Yeah,
Like,
Gunther
people were
baby.
all in on booing Gunter. He got several profanity laced chants. It was a hole. It was 19,000 people F you Gunter, mocking him for tapping out at WrestleMania. You tapped out chants. Um, a little later, he's getting these chants again. Um, but a hard hitting match. Um, Before we get into comparing this to other matches in Cena's run here, what do you want to go through from this match? What surprised you? What didn't surprise you? Is it a fitting end? Because
Um
I thought they did this well. I was not guessing everything that happened. So like
no.
I was a little bit surprised even as I was watching. Um I was not surprised by Gunter winning. I was a little surprised by how he won it, by keeping the sleeper on John Cena even after Cena did the 1, 2, 3, but on the third arm drop, he kept it up and did his 3 finger salute there and kept the arm up, but then Gunther just goes right after him viciously with the elbows to the head, the jaw and neck area, reapplies the sleeper, and Cena taps out. I thought that was interesting because I don't think Cena's ever tapped out in his career, they were saying. So he ends doing something he's never done before. Uh,
Wow.
Gunter looks like a monster, as he should. very technically sound. But that said, it felt like it could have been a better Gunter match, and it could have been a better Cena match to me. What say you about this? And are there any spots and sequences you wanted to
I want
call
to
out?
shout out to the chat here. My last time is now going to sleep.
Oh my
Fair enough.
goodness.
Made it through the whole show. Made it into some of the post show. Thanks for hopping in, Sean. Much appreciated. Um, I do have to say, um, I thought the ending was fantastic, um,
Okay.
and mostly because it was so unexpected. I really thought there was no way that Cena would tap. I know they were
Mhm.
teasing that, and I thought if they were going to Gunther was trying to make him tap, he would lose, and that would be like a reason for him to be a dumb heel. Like
Mhm.
he was too cocky. He was trying to make him tap. He should have took care of business, and that would have given the out for Cena to win it. Um, Ultimately, though, the right decision a million times over, especially with the crowd reaction, especially with the way the entire night had gone. John Cena has been given a year's worth of whatever he wants.
Mhm.
He doesn't need to win the retirement match. It doesn't make any sense. And I think they did the right thing by saying, you know what? Lose the retirement match, put over the big heel that's gonna go beat Cody. So um
Is this
I thought
something that Cena perhaps wanted in the back? He's like, look, I want to plan my last match so that I'm putting over somebody that could really use the rub.
that's he seems to be pretty traditional, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the traditional move by all the guys that are retiring is they lose and they put someone else over,
Mm.
and it's crazy when they lose. Even Undertaker did too when he took his gloves off and he was done.
Yep.
He went out on a loss, and um, that's just I think that's an old school traditional thing to do. Now I've seen it go the other way now recently with Sting
Right.
won his last match. And when he won his last match, I was like, well, this is great because everyone's just feeling good.
Yeah.
But then it's a big then what?
Yes.
Sting wins his final match, but then what?
And Sting wanted to lose his last match, and everybody else like pulled rank and said no.
Yeah, right. They're like, no, you've been too great. You can't lose your final match. So, interestingly enough, I think it was great the way it went down. And it was very unpredictable as a result you know, of it being um, by submission, and it was unpredictable that it would be by submission. But I do kind of agree a little bit with what you're saying. This match had a lot of false finishes, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like false finish, false finish, false finish, false finish, false finish, and you're like, all right, I just don't know who's going to win now, but I'm not completely compelled by the action in the ring.
That's right. And it seemed to be like if you're putting over somebody in a last match, I think the goal is to make the other person look great.
Hmm.
And I don't know that this makes Gunter look any better than he already did. I mean, it was a lot of just the sleeper's on, he keeps the sleeper on, Cena fights a little bit, Gunter reapplies the sleeper. This wasn't the great technical wrestling that we usually get from a Gunter match. That's why I say this as a Gunter match. Maybe my expectations are too high for him, but as a Gunter
Hmm.
match, I'm watching this. I'm going. This looks like they're really trying to make it a Cena match rather than a Gunter match.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that for sure. I thought some of the stuff too, like you said, the ending was great, but it was really drug out with like, oh, he hits him with the sleeper, and then it goes to one of Cena's moves of doom,
Yep.
right? Then it's sleeper, then moves of doom,
Yep.
sleeper, then moves of doom, and it's like you didn't get that interesting way, different ways that Gunther can put the sleeper on, different ways he can angle his body,
Hmm.
uh, anything like that you see from Gunther all the time,
Yep.
right? Other moves to kind of work into the sleeper. You didn't really even see other moves working into the sleeper. He just hits them with the sleeper, right?
Yeah. The final one was Cena hit an attitude adjustment. Gunter kicked out and then just hopped up and applies the sleeper. And then you get your don't give up chance. And that's with about 2 minutes eventually, as we would find out, about 2 minutes remaining in the match. And that's when the Cena gets the arm up, but then Gunter starts with the elbows. Now he's got it locked in again. Super Cena chants we were getting from the crowd at one point, Super Cena. So they kind of know what this is about. How about the way the post match went down? John Cena, who for so long, even before he made his bones as a guy who could go in the ring, he really made his bones as a guy on the mic.
Yeah.
He finishes this without a microphone in his hand.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. No post-match promo. No pre-match promo. There was no John Cena promo tonight, before or after the match.
The only thing I can think of, Dom, is they're going to post it on YouTube for like a zillion views.
But
that's the only thing. That's the only thing. He had to have said something. They did give him that video package.
Yes, the locker room empty. The WWE executives lead the way out, and the crowd chants "You effed up" at presumably the WWE executives for how the match finished. Like, because they're not chanting "You effed up" at Cena.
Mm-hmm.
But as Paul Levesque and Shawn Michaels and everybody else makes their way down there, you're getting "You effed up" chants, which I thought were aimed at the people who booked this, at creative. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk get in the ring, let Cena carry their title belts, which was weird. I mean, I'm going to say it. It was weird. Cena doesn't need to do that. He's been a 17-time champion. He doesn't need to carry other people's title belts at his last night. But then, like you're saying, Cena goes over to Paul Levesque, who hopped up on the apron. They hug, they say something, and he motions him to the big video board, and we get a video package that it seems like they were keeping hidden until now, because Cena looked like he had not seen it. And he got him. They did a split screen on Peacock where you're seeing Cena watch the video as you watch the video. And Cena looked like he was getting a little emotional at times. I thought it was a well-done video package. But then, like you were saying, he leaves the sneakers and some of the gear, the wristbands, the headband in the ring. You can hear people in the crowd chanting, "Jorts, Jorts, Jorts." He did not take off his pants. He left with the jorts securely around his waist. Walked wordlessly back up the ramp, not slapping hands with the fans. Got all the way to the entrance, turned around, and just said a barely audible to us viewing at home thank yous into the mobile camera, and then went to the back. So the people in the arena, that the 19,000 plus that they announced, they did not get a Cena verbal anything.
Yeah.
What say you how the post match went down watching it?
Yeah, I think they probably overthought it. That's for sure. And maybe that's a result of the fact that, they're trying to do something different. This is the first time they've done it, but feels a little bit like he takes the gear off, he puts it on the ground. He doesn't need to wave the belts around.
No,
I would have cut that immediately. It is kind of funny how CM Punk and Cody Rhodes just need to throw themselves in the front there.
Yeah.
Like, we're the veteran champions. We'll go in the ring with John Cena. It's like these two narcissists, right?
Yeah.
they need to like take the little bit of light that they didn't get that night. It is very strange. And then they were both down on one knee, and then Cody's crying, and all I could think was, Rock's right. He is crybaby Cody, right? Like, there he is, crybaby in there, crying away. But no, I thought you would probably at least see him take the gear off and then, leave in the ring and then start his promo and say thank you, blah, 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 you're all great, blah, 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 blah. I started this, anything. He could have said anything, and the crowd would have been loving it. And it would have turned the the loss into an automatic win.
Sure.
Hey,
I do
this
like
just
some things from the match. Like
mhm.
very early on, John Cena hits the 5 knuckle shuffle and then an attitude adjustment, but Gunter kicks out. Hey,
Nick,
Nick
what's up?
Diodoro from the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. What is up with you? Very good. John is imbibing an enormous
Mm-mm,
beverage that he didn't even bother taking out of the blender
mm-mm,
because it's
mm-mm.
just not worth it.
I will put it into the fridge tonight and then take it home tomorrow.
There you go.
It's a protein shake because I've been eating chocolate for days. And I'm like, I need something in my body that's just not chocolate,
It's not.
not like Hershey chocolate. So, um, and you can see I'm weaning off. It's a chocolate protein shake, so I'm still weaning off the chocolate.
You are now.
But
Does the chocolate make you sleepy like a Gunter sleeper hold, or does it? Does it? Is there too much caffeine in it that maybe keeps you awake at night? What's it
no,
doing to you?
no, it does not keep me awake. It will make me a bit sleepier, like a sleeper hold, so a little appropriate.
Okay.
We got Nick's feedback here. Good ending to Cena's career tonight. Hate the hate on Triple H at the end. Mm.
Okay. The crowd definitely sounded like they were going after WWE creative with the UF'd up chants. While this was an unusual ending, Cena went out with a lot of class.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Um,
thought it was a good. It was unusual to me. I was expecting maybe him to say something, but the way they did it, it did show a lot of. There's more than one way to have a good ending.
yeah, you know what? The one thing that I was a little surprised with them booing Triple H is that they were surprised.
Right?
Like this is pretty traditional.
Yes.
Like the big hero loses his last match, or big heel loses his big match to push the next guy forward
Mhm.
and keep the ball rolling. There's no reason to let him win. They've had him turn heel, do all this stuff. They've drugged this whole thing out. He's had tons of. He won the belt for
He
God's
won
sakes.
2 belts during this year. The big
Yeah,
belt at WrestleMania, and he won his only Intercontinental Championship of his long career so that he could finally become a Grand Slam champion.
he can give the rub to Gunter
Mhm.
who that's such a better option. And I just thought it was. I kind of agree. I felt that was odd. It's like a really odd thing to do is to boo, say you effed up to Triple H when you really should be kind of like honoring John Cena. But hey,
Mhm.
it is what it is, right? You get a rowdy crowd like that. They probably spent a ton of money
Yeah.
on the tickets, and they get there and they expected Cena to win, and they didn't get it. So guess what? Oh well.
Right? uh,
It's a stage theatrical show. It's not a real competition.
how did Cena look in this last match?
Um,
How did this
I think
compare to some of the other matches we've seen in his final year here?
this one was probably exceptionally goofy. I'd have to say. He almost looked like he was smiling when he tapped out too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like it wasn't like he gave it his all. He was really hamming it up with the crowd a lot, which I believe makes sense. But like he's like, I'm gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna do this one more time. It's like, no, you got to beat him.
Yeah, right.
And he just was like, he wasn't. It's almost like his head wasn't in it, and I guess that's understandable. But a lot of stuff too, even early on, like he said hi to all the wrestlers were sitting ringside before the match,
Mhm.
and like it felt a little. Uh, it didn't feel like a big fight,
No.
right? It didn't feel like a big fight at all. The only person that felt like he was in a big fight was Gunter, but that's because he feels like he's in a big fight at a 9 p.m. on SmackDown, right?
Gunter's looks like he's in a fight when he's ordering coffee at breakfast.
Yeah. Do you have anything else from this match, Tom?
I did want to mention that putting this in the context of Cena's final run, his match where he dropped the belt to Cody, I thought was his best match. It
Yeah.
really made him
I
look tremendous even losing, and that's
yeah.
really where he passed the torch.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he passed the torch to Cody there. Um, I thought his match with AJ Styles was exceptional, where he won. I mean, that was more of a very unusual match because they were trying to do everybody else's finishers. It's the
But it
only
was
time
still
I've ever
unique, right?
it's the only time I've ever liked a match like that where it's just finisher, 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 is because of what they
Mhm.
were doing. Um,
Yeah.
so I think Cena already passed the torch, and that's another reason why you could say, well, does he have to lose his last match? He's already put over the big guy in the company at SummerSlam or wherever it was that he dropped the belt to Cody.
Mhm.
So I think that's been done. He even put over Dom Mysterio in a way,
Mhm.
in the rematch.
Mhm.
So he has put over people. I mean, he made Brock Lesnar look like a monster in their matchups
For no reason.
because they're not even using Brock. I don't know what they're doing with Brock Lesnar. It's like, why did you destroy John Cena if you're not doing anything? So they've had
Yeah.
Cena put people over during this run. So this match in particular, always good to see Gunther, but this was not a great Gunther match nor a great Cena match.
Yeah, but I do think that Gunter will take the amount of heat that Gunter was taking during the match, and then to tap Cena out.
Mhm.
I think mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned.
For
Was it
Gunther, yeah, what a monster heel he is.
what Cena versus Gunter? Let's face it, wasn't the best Cena match,
No.
and it easily could have been because Gunter seems to have his best match with everyone.
Yes.
But the more important thing is the character development of Gunther. And it's
Mhm.
funny because the hate on Triple H. It's like, do I hate him now? I'm like, no, he did exactly the right thing and knocked it out of the park from a creative standpoint. Because now he finally has two, one red hot heel in Gunther, and
Mhm.
two red hot heels in Drew McIntyre. And I can see both those guys taking the belts from Cody and Punk.
Braun Breaker is a red hot heel as well. So it's interesting that Cody Rhodes and CM Punk are both big baby faces and they have the world titles.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like good things are on the horizon. There should be some good feuds. There are some monster heels waiting. So I think all in all, pretty decent main event.
Yeah.
Although, if it was supposed to be historically good, it wasn't historically good.
No. We did have a couple other matches, Dom, and I think the whole night was centered around Cena.
It
Um,
was. The other matches went 6.5 minutes, 9.5 minutes, and 10 minutes to a DQ.
yeah. Um, just a couple here. We had the opener, Cody Rhodes versus, oh boy, what is this man's name?
Oba
Um,
Femi from NXT, the
the only real
NXT champion. Well, what did you think of that? How did he look?
so obviously it sucks the way that they end the match with the DQ. I would like to see that play out, and I would rather just have Cody beat him. There's nothing wrong with the champ beating somebody from NXT. But I when Omo came out, I said, "Yep, this is what a pro wrestler looks like, right? This guy just looks like a wrestler. Like you're familiar with NJCW
Mhm.
and the Indies. There's just something about like when you're in the Indies and you're walking around, all the guys just kind of look like guys, right?
Yep.
This dude looks like a pro wrestler.
Yes.
He's huge. He's not super like bodybuilder huge. He's huge, but he's huge. He has crazy hair. He's got fur here, and you're like, yeah, oh yeah, this dude looks like he's an animal.
Yep.
And
Big frame, but very agile.
right,
Very quick in there. Yeah, this match goes 10 minutes. Drew McIntyre, like you're saying, pushing monster heels. Drew
mm,
McIntyre interrupts the match, beats up Cody Rhodes, which causes Oba Femi to, what are you doing? This is my match. Oba
yeah.
Femi looked great, by the way,
He
in
was
this match. And Cody sold for him so well.
Oba Femi was the best of the NXT call ups to that night.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's saying something because I think everybody on this card performed.
yeah. I think so too, but I think Oba was my favorite.
Obafemi also gets a babyface rub because he and Cody kind of team up to beat down Drew McIntyre for ruining their match. And then both guys, Cody and Obafemi, they raise each other's hand at the end
Yeah.
with their respective title belts. So that was neat. Other matches on the card. Sol Ruka upsets Bayley in 9.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sol Ruka from NXT hits her backflip cutter off the turnbuckle. Bayley spills under the ropes. Sol drags her back into the middle of the ring where Bayley quick rolls her up as she's taking too much time on the cover. But Sol reverses the roll up for what I thought was a surprise pinfall. Great gesture by Bayley putting over an up and coming, looks like a star, very acrobatic NXT star in Sol Ruka, who we've seen her with her tag partner Zarya get a few looks on SmackDown. Future star, and what a gesture by Bayley to put her over on a Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, she looked really good. I think she has a lot of fun, unique moves. Specifically that finisher off the corner of the rope.
Backflip cutter.
The backflip cutter. That looks really good. She did the cartwheel DDT on the ropes.
Yes.
That was really cool. Like, so she's got a lot of stuff in the tank. There was two or maybe at least two real sloppy spots with her, where she kind of got lost. So that's why I said Opa looked the best to me, only because I was taking points away for, if you could do the flashy stuff, but make sure you're not fumbling out there, So
yeah, Obafemi had a mistake-free outing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He looked polished.
He looked really polished and wasn't doing anything too crazy. So I was like, he looked good.
And the other match do you want to do anything more with this match?
But I do have to say she looked really good, and I agree. Future star, not much of a. If she got called up today, I'd be like, yeah, cool, she's good.
Especially on the SmackDown women's division, which is just all tag team stars, and they don't know what to do with anybody.
It might be nice to bring her up. Maybe have her feud with Tiffy Tiffy turn heel. Who knows? Tiffy needs some help, right?
Whenever she's back healthy, it'd be good to see her back in the picture. The other match of the night, last one we're talking about, 6.5 minutes, shortest match of the night, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater. Nice nod here, putting Leon Slater on the card. AJ Styles, the inaugural TNA X Division champion many years ago.
Wow, that's interesting.
So that was a fun little thing there. The WWE, the tag champs wind up winning this, although it was a non-title match. AJ Styles slipped on the rope trying the Phenomenal Forum, and I'm wondering if that was planned.
Yeah.
Because Leon Slater quickly went into a cover. Then when AJ kicked out, he quickly went to the top turnbuckle, but AJ Styles caught him in what almost could have been a power bomb. But of course, when AJ catches somebody like that, it's for the Styles Clash, which he hits, and then the flip over, the roll up for the pinfall. Very athletic. This match started off with the two up and comers. They hit super kicks and then dives, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is an NXT match. Right?
Yeah.
Like right away, super kick dive.
No.
They're like, well, they've been well schooled down in NXT. Everybody learns the super kick and the dive.
I'm sure. Do they have a super kick class? Jesus,
Okay.
The one thing that I did like was that really cool Styles Clash on the outside. And I know what you're talking about, and I believe I thought that was planned, the slip, because Michael Cole said, "Oh, he slipped." Usually, they don't bring it up if they botch, right? They'll say something weird. But Michael Cole says, "Oh, he slips there," so I think it's probably planned.
So, good one there. Only other thing that really happened in the ring was the Miz cutting a promo, complaining about his time in the Who Wants to Lose to John Cena Unless It's Gunther tournament. R-Truth runs down to tell him that he cost someone a chance because the Miz was out of the tournament and then finagled his way back in by switching someone else's name
Mm.
out of the spin around raffle ball that Nick Aldis picked out of the drum there. And it turns out that the person he cost was Joe Hendry.
Mm.
The Miz said his name and he appeared. I believe in Joe Hendry. And he and R-Truth beat up The Miz in a non-match.
Yeah.
The Miz is the king of that, right? The Miz is just in there complaining about something. And then in a non-match whatsoever, The Miz basically gets assaulted as a civilian.
He
Like
gets
he's not
assaulted.
scheduled to wrestle at all. He's just yelling at people in the ring, and then people beat him up.
No, he is the king of that. That's when he's in the WWE Hall of Fame, which he should be.
Right? Someone
He,
should beat him up during his acceptance speech.
right.
Like he should be running down someone, and someone should just come up from behind and start an impromptu non-match with him.
Is there ever a time that they're hey Miz, we're gonna do this ridiculous comedy bit, and he's like, no, I'm not. I don't feel like doing it. No, he does it every time. He's like, yeah,
Right.
sure. Then be R-Truth and some guy from TNA who's a joke character beats me up. Okay, perfect.
There's an old Brian Regan comedy bit about the producers for Cirque du Soleil. Did they ever turn down anything? What are the pitch meetings for that like? And people are just going like music, and the guys going, yes, dancing, yes, acrobats, yes, monkeys riding elephants, yes.
Right. Anything that they'll do, I will do it. Okay.
Like, and the Miz is like, yes, yes.
Hey, so why he's been around, probably making multiple millions of dollars over his career, is because he's willing to do anything.
Right. He looks great. He understands it's sports entertainment. He understands the entertainment side of sports entertainment. So, anything else you want to say about Saturday night's main event, the broadcast, what we saw there? Joe Tessitore and Stephanie McMahon.
No body, right? Jesse the Body
No
Ventura.
Jesse Ventura on this one, correct.
It seems that Stephanie took his place.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was because they were like, hey, a lot of people are really watching this. We can't have Jesse the Body Ventura say something. Do you remember the cage match he ruined? Well, he was correct, but he's like, why? Well, he could just walked out of the front door. What? How can he do that? You have to get over it. You have to get over it. I'm like, I know, it's stupid. He's the face. He shouldn't be doing that. Even the heels shouldn't be allowed to do that. It should be like cheating when they do it, not like, oh, good, they got it. But
yeah, that's what you need. Jesse Ventura just like breaking the fourth wall and explaining why everything in pro wrestling is stupid.
Yeah, he probably would be going on and on. He would say something off color about John Cena or something.
Right.
And yeah, at the end of the day, though, we didn't see Vince. I thought we might see him.
Wow.
Yeah, there's rumors that he would be there. Perhaps he's in the back. I don't
know.
No
Vince, no Shane.
No Shane.
No Shane O'Mac.
No Trump. Because they were in D.C., so people were thinking that Trump might be there, but he wasn't
there. I hadn't thought of that. Wow, okay.
He's in every UFC fight. He was at the Washington Commanders game.
UFC seems to be his crowd.
Yeah.
Right? Dana White and all that stuff. That seems to be his crowd. I don't know if WWE would be his crowd.
Triple H has done some stuff with some fitness program that they're trying to institute with the government. So
yes,
yeah,
we have joked about steroids now being on the childhood vaccine schedule.
Right.
One of my prouder moments on a Don't Bury the Lead live stream. Yes.
Yeah. So hilarious, but yeah. So
some other people not there. They seem to be selling an injury angle with LA Knight. He's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like everybody that wanted some TV time was there.
Yes, for sure.
I didn't see Braun Breaker either, even though Braun Breaker and LA Knight were both in one of those video packages saying hi to Cena, but they weren't there at the live venue.
Undertaker was there. That made sense.
Undertaker was there. Shawn Michaels was there. Kevin Owens was there, even though we're wondering if he's going to be ever cleared to wrestle with his injury.
Yeah, you're right.
He was there. Sami Zayn was there. Looked like with his son there in the front row.
Sami Zayn looked like a fan.
He does, doesn't he?
He had the hat on and he was just sitting there. I'm like, oh, he's Sami Zayn. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh wow, it's Sammy. All right, very good.
He wasn't wearing any like WWE gear too. He had just like a polo on.
Right,
And a
and
hat.
like Apollo is very dressed up for Sammy.
Right.
Like, I can't possibly be Sami Zayn. He doesn't look like he just rolled off the couch from a nap.
Yeah.
He looks like he groomed himself. So I thought it was. Do you want to go into the thumb drive before we put the bow on this here?
Yeah, let's go to the thumb drive.
Let's put a bow on this. The thumb drive is where you and I are going to distill this program we've watched into a simple thumbs up or a thumbs down, since we were kind of teasing it anyway. There are no ties, though. You and I have to pick here. There are no star ratings, no letter grades, no number grades. You're taking this course, pass, fail.
Dom, we don't give out star ratings. We're not Dave Meltzer.
No.
We don't say 7 stars in the Tokyo Dome. We don't do 2 stars at the Core State Center. No, no, no. We don't do stars. We say, was the show good or was the show bad?
Mm-hmm.
Dom, are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1. Oh, Dom, why'd you give this show a thumbs up?
Not for the Gunter Cena match.
Whoa.
But I was impressed by how they incorporated the NXT and TNA wrestlers without making them look like they were just there to job.
Yeah. No,
They let people impress with what they can do. Kudos to Bailey eating the pin for Solruka. Kudos for them finding a way, even though it was a DQ, for Oba Femi to look extremely strong while not getting the pinfall over Cody, but also not eating the pin. And even Javon Evans and Leon Slater. I mean, that's what they do. They're both high flyers. So they had a fast-paced, quick match where they got to show off what they do. So I liked all of that. And it's only a 2-hour show. I think I've talked about this before. I grade Saturday night's main events more like SmackDown. It's more like just a special TV show than like a pay-per-view. So I don't grade it like it's supposed to be SummerSlam or Royal Rumble or even things like Money in the Bank, Clash in Paris, whatever like that. I grade it like it's more like a SmackDown. And for a 2-hour broadcast TV show, I do like what they did with the NXT guys and how the main roster veterans let those up and coming wrestlers really perform, even though they didn't have a ton of time.
Yeah, I liked I liked the Cena Gunter match, and I love the outcome, and so I really liked that aspect of it. The post show stuff was bizarre. I wasn't really a big fan of the video package and the strange music. John Cena, CM Punk and Cody were confusing at best in their role there, and but I like the match in general, and I love that Gunter won, and I love when Gunter left that people were giving him the finger and stuff like that. So I thought they accomplished what they needed to accomplish, and I thought the match was good enough. Was it John Cena's best match? No. Was it Gunter's best match? No. But I think it accomplished what it needed to accomplish. Interesting to see some of the NXT guys too. Oba specifically sticks out to me, and then good on Bailey as well. Overall, definitely watchable. Definitely a thumbs up. We've seen worse Saturday night main events, and honestly, it was time to end the Cena thing. I think they had gotten way too much out of it at this point. I don't think I'm ready for another retirement tour that takes over a year. Like he's kind of and he's been great in this retirement tour too. No questions asked, but I don't need every wrestler to have this in a retirement tour.
John Cena's given interviews where he said that for the amount of stuff they wanted to do, he thought it should have been like maybe a 2-year thing with him there almost every week. Do you think with the amount of things they tried to do that this could have stretched for 2 years? Or was it good to put a bow on it after almost 1 full year?
Um,
Like Royal Rumble to Saturday Night's Main Event, it was about 11 months, right?
yeah, I mean, really, that would have been a much longer heel run, and that
Right.
probably would have made a lot more sense because the heel turn and the heel run was good. Just the way they got out of it didn't really add up.
No.
So I think that there probably is an opportunity next time if they had to do it again next time. They really wanted 2 years out of it. Have him run heel for a lot longer. But yeah, so I really think it was a pretty solid year, and
Mhm.
having the heel turn, he's definitely the number one wrestler in the world right now, with all the stuff he's been doing. But also, it was time for me. I don't think I could. If this had gone on for another year, I probably would be like, oh, God.
No, I'm with you. I think they did a great job getting it down to just within a year. It gave us something to look forward to post Survivor Series because it's usually a dead time between Survivor Series and Royal Rumble.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this gave us something to look forward to. We also get another Saturday Night's Main Event in January. So we're getting two Saturday Night's Main Events in between premium live events, the weekend big pay-per-views. Because
Interesting.
Royal Rumble, I think, will be the week after. We're going to get a Saturday Night's Main Event the 24th of January. That's Saturday. So that could be a lot of fun. If they had stretched this out to 2 years, then Cena couldn't have announced his retirement at the beginning of it. What they probably do is let him have his heel run, and then when the heel run goes over, that's when he announces, "Look, this is it."
It was so
But
weird too. Even at the end, I'm sorry, just one little thing that got
sure,
up me. CM Punk's up there and Cody Rhodes is up there, and CM Punk's like, "Yo, man, do this, do this. I love you, man. I love you." And I'm like, Cody Rhodes has been in the company for like a year and a half, for 2 years now, right?
Punk, yeah, he hasn't been back for a long time.
He's only been there for 2 years, and he's the guy like saying like, "I'm your best friend. I love you." Like, wouldn't that be like Randy Orton at this point, you know? Or
Where was Randy Orton?
yeah, where was Randy Orton?
I mean,
That's
a big wrestler from Cena. Their careers have almost mirrored each other.
yeah, I
They
know.
were both champions at a very young age. Really carried the company through the 2000s and 2010s, and then each got a good comeback. Randy from injury and Cena just from wanting to get back into wrestling one final time here in the 2020s. Yeah, interesting call. I hadn't thought about that. Where is Randy Orton in all this?
I guess they are teasing. I'm just reading online now to cheat. They might bring him back for Royal Rumble, so they didn't want to
Randy?
spoil him by having him out there tonight.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So that's the show. And
Yeah.
we don't really have any cheap heat tonight because we were going to do an abbreviated thing. Do you want to say anything else about what we've done here?
No, tonight was a special one. We don't have any cheap heat. Had to kind of get this out quickly, and appreciate Nick Teodoro and
Mm,
Sean for hopping in here. It looks like we have somebody else watching on YouTube. Much appreciated.
very good.
If you haven't,
Remember to subscribe if you haven't. If this is your first time finding Don't Bury the Lead, or if you found us before and you're kind of hedging on, do I like these guys? Do I not like these guys? You like us.
you like us, it's free.
Admit it.
It's
We're okay.
free.
I mean, we're not like the greatest, but we're okay. Like we're okay. We're pals. We're pals now. Hit that subscribe button. Help us climb the next mountain. Don't bury the lead, a wrestling channel on YouTube. Click the likes for the things that you like. Leave a comment when you got to get something off your chest, or if it's just to tell us, you guys, you're all right. You're pals.
I'll tell you what, Tom. There's no better way to leave than on that note. Thank you all for joining. Much appreciated, and have a great rest of your evening.